Hello, Blue Valley, and welcome to the November edition of Tiger TV. I'm Sam Virgilito.
And I'm Bridget Howard.
The mother of Reed Underwood announced an event to show that faith triumphs hate. Tiger TV was there to cover the news conference.
Mindy Corcoran called reporters together at the Church of the Resurrection to announce a series of events. Corcoran is the mother of a freshman, Reed Underwood, who was shot by an alleged racist last spring at the Jewish Community Center. Corcoran's father and another woman were also shot to death. Corcoran wanted to show that faith beats out hate.
World. We want to redirect any negative energy in a positive direction, and we want people to know that faith always wins.
A number of people, including Blue Valley students, attended the conference to support Corcoran and to remember Reed. One thing is a songwriting contest.
So we're planning on having a faith walk, joining those entities together. Then we'd like to have we're calling it a celebration of life, and that includes then RACE, the Race Foundation, and the songwriting contest. The top 3 finalists from the songwriting contest, which will carry the theme of racial, religious, and/or cultural equality. The top 3 winners of that will be, their song will be sung at the event. That'll be the entertainment for the event. The Kansas City community was so supportive of us, and we're very grateful. But there is still hate in our world, and there's even hate in our metropolitan area. We want to negate hate. What we're proposing today is nothing new. We're building on the goodness of humanity that actually already exists. We want people to, we know that people want to have value and purpose, and together we can ensure that goodness triumphs.
With photographer Peyton Hubbard, Bailey Klein, Tiger TV.
The alleged killer, Frazier Glenn Miller Jr., was in court for a hearing the same day. Miller's hearing has been delayed for psychiatric evaluation. This will determine if he is fit to stand trial.
But in other news, for the past few months, the world has been on edge about the Ebola virus. But because of international health regulations, many people are misinformed.
Tiger TV's Savannah Martin treated this story.
In 2014, there's been 15,000 Ebola cases in Western Africa, leading to 5,160 deaths and counting. With this being such a serious disease, many Americans became fearful when they heard it's come to the United States. So what does Blue Valley really know about this deadly disease?
I mean, it's like a disease, right? And it kind of like, I don't know, like destroys your body.
And you barf blood and stuff.
I don't know what it is, but I know you bleed throughout your eyes and everything else.
I know it's a disease and it attacks your body. I don't know the scientific answer to that, but I know it gets really ugly, kind of bleeding out of mouth and ears or whatever and things like that. So it's an ugly disease.
Oh, Ebola is a zoonotic disease that affects your internal organs, and it kills you.
The Ebola virus is a systemic infection which causes every organ and tissue, except the bones and skeletal muscles, to go under constant attack. The virus also affects the body's ability to form blood clots in the appropriate places, causing the patient's liver, brain, lungs, and kidney to shut down. Although the disease has just spread to the United States, many Blue Valley students are unaware that it's been infecting people for many years.
I think it's been present for like 100 years or something like that. 3 months.
Like a month?
Isn't it this year? Like a couple months?
Ebola was traced back 38 years ago when it was first introduced to the human population through close contact with the blood, secretions, organs, or other bodily fluids of infected animals such as fruit bats and primates. Although the virus isn't airborne, KU nurse Lindsay Smith had to go through precautionary training when a possible Ebola patient came to her hospital.
We needed to have the training, we needed to observe and have the practice before we were even able to become in direct contact with the patient. There was a designated healthcare professional who needed to don the professionals that were going to be going in and taking care of the patient. And then there was a designated doffer who was already gowned up in their PPE that took off our equipment once we were done, and then we were directed to remove all clothing and then get directly into the shower from there. I do think the United States is going to be seeing more of these cases and this disease. And so I think as healthcare professionals, we need to be fully prepared and aware of the training, the precautions that we need to take when we come into contact with these patients.
It turned out that the patient did not have Ebola, but was diagnosed with a different disease. Many people aren't concerned about getting the virus since it isn't airborne, but symptoms are shown 2 to 21 days after exposure, making it easily to spread the virus unknowingly.
Tiger TV contacted the Blue Valley School District's health department to see what kind of action plan was in store if a serious contagious illness were to spread throughout the district. They referred us to the Johnson County Health Department.
Disease investigation is really the same concept, the same process. We would get notified, and there are certain diseases that are notifiable by law in Kansas, and there's about 62 of them. Certain ones have certain hours, time intervals that they need to be called to us. We get notified from doctors' offices, from hospitals, from labs, or the Kansas Department of Health and Environment will notify us also. So we would get notified of a case, and we would need to make sure that it's confirmed first. So we would check with the source that reported to us, and whether it was the doctor, the hospital, whatever, and make sure it was confirmed first, so you didn't get all wacky and go crazy over something that's not true. Yeah. You would have to have a really catastrophic event to close the school down. And you would try to contain as quickly. The object of disease surveillance really is to identify and contain a disease as fast as you could.
Although Ebola has not come to our area, be sure to be cautious for any contagious illness this flu season. With photographer Kaylin Blackwood, Savannah Martin, Tiger TV.
Just last week, we experienced our first Arctic blast.
As winter is rapidly approaching, Chief Forecaster Peyton Hubbard put together his winter weather outlook. Let's go live to Peyton in front of the school. Peyton?
Good afternoon, Blue Valley. I'm out in front of the high school right now. It's a beautiful day. The sun's shining. We're going to talk about the long-range winter forecast. Long range predicts the chance of an El Nino event to be 60 to 65%. Now, the El Nino, for all the laymen out there, is when the surface temperature of the Pacific Ocean rises to a certain degree for a certain period of time. This change in temperature affects the jet stream, which directly affects the severity of our winter. Now, if an El Nino event were to occur, the rest of November might see above normal temperatures and above normal precipitation. January through February could looking at the same temperatures and precipitation as November. So there's your long-range winter report, and I'll be inside soon to give you the rest of the forecast for this week. Back to you guys.
New clubs in the school are growing quickly.
Students are finding ways to become more involved outside of school hours. One of the newest clubs is the Pokemon Club.
Tiger TV's Alex Voorhees caught them all.
The Pokemon video game started in 1996 by Game Freak Studios in Japan. Now, there's a Pokemon Club at Blue Valley, which meets once a month in room 514. It's for any aspiring Pokemon trainers. You don't have to have a Pokemon video game to join. Tiger TV talked with the club founders to get more information.
This is just a place where people who really like Pokemon or just want to learn about it can come and do different stuff related to Pokemon. We'll probably play the card game, the video game, maybe draw some Pokemon.
People who are interested in Pokemon could come to the club and kind of learn and see if they're actually really into Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's also tournaments and events that people can enter and play in at Collector's Cash that hopefully we'll do.
Remember, Pokemon trainers, the next video games Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire come out tomorrow. With photographer Sean Reardon, Alex Voorhees, Tiger TV.
What'd you get on your ACT, Sam?
I'll tell you if you tell me how you did on your finger painting exam.
Whatever. I bet you didn't do as good as Arjun on the ACT.
Arjun did do pretty well on the ACT and SAT, but let's see if he passed the test.
We're here with Arjun Prakash today. I understand you got a 30 on your ACT?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, so average.
Average, sure. Okay. We'll average it.
And you took the SAT as well?
I did.
And you got a 24, right?
A couple zeros, yeah.
So Jamal, are you ready to, Arjun, are you ready to be a millionaire?
I'm ready.
What's another word for thesaurus?
Synonym book? No. don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, synonym book.
Good answer. Is it weird in here, or is it just me?
A little bit of both. Final answer.
All right, Arjun, final question. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is my middle name?
C. Elmer.
Arjun Prakash. You just won 40,000 rupee!
We would also like to congratulate junior Nathan Lusum for a perfect 36 on his ACT.
Hey, Bridget, did you donate blood?
No, I didn't weigh enough.
Well, Tiger TV's Reed Montgomery donated to this story.
On November 11th, Blue Valley High School hosted a blood drive through the American Red Cross and the auxiliary gym. Throughout the day, 69 people attempted to give blood, with 54 of them successfully donating blood. It wasn't just students either, the faculty got in the fun as well. By the end of the day, Blue Valley donated roughly 64 pints of blood and helped improve countless lives.
With cameraman Sean Reardon, Reed Montgomery, Tiger TV.
Thanksgiving weather is coming in hot.
Don't you mean cold?
Let's just send it on over to Peyton for the weekly forecast.
Welcome back, Blue Valley. Now, if you look at this map here, you see this spot of rain here, a chance of over the next few days of some freezing rain, so be rare for that. And let's take a look at the 7-day forecast now. Today it's going to be 43, it's real sunny out. Like I said before, the rain's coming in, be a very cold rain. 45 degrees on Friday, it's going to be a nice 61 degrees on Saturday. Good temperatures. Like I said, it's going to be a warmer winter than usual. Don't worry about the snow though, we will see snow. It'll come in just at the white time.
That you look like someone else?
I've been told I look like Ryan Longwell.
Oh, really? No way. Have you been mistaken for anyone? I've been mistaken for Sam Cheesebro. Have you ever been mistaken for anyone?
I have. I've been mistaken for Alex Martin. Have you ever been mistaken for anyone?
No, I have not, but there are a lot of twins in the senior class. Tiger TV's Bridget Howard got the story.
2% of the United States' population is made up of twins, and Blue Valley has got its share. Claudia and Hayden Reeves, Abby and Lizzie Rudiger, Matt and Katie Jarnovic, Caitlin and Taryn Bissing, Tara and Tori Wiegers, Angela and Catherine Ryan, and Monica and Rachel Morris are the 7 sets who are members of the senior class. We talked to the Reeves and Rudigers about life as a twin.
Being a twin is awesome because we're in all the same activities like cheer and chorale and chambers, and so we always have like a support system.
She kind of like has to love me, so it works out nice.
It's like you have a permanent study buddy and you have a built-in best friend.
From elementary school to high school, teachers and fellow classmates have often confused the Reeves and Rudigers. Since both sets are identical, they were both forced to make minor changes to their appearance so people could tell them apart.
Our teachers would make us wear these bands on our wrist, so I was blue and she was pink, and if we didn't have them, they'd send us home.
So our grandparents would buy us like the same style of outfits but buy them in different colors, but we didn't have like a set color.
Well, it was a serious identity crisis in middle school, and that's when we both had the exact same hair color, and so I decided on going blonde.
For the Rudigers, being together means sharing funny sayings in even the same room.
One of them, it's from like Kim Possible, and like the little twins used to say it, and it's like hickabicka-boo.
Boo-sha.
And that's just like, I don't know, it's a pick-me-up.
Womb mates to roommates.
Being apart for no longer at a week at a time, College Life presents possible issues for the twins. One day these twins may be apart, but for now, the Reeves and Rudigers plan to attend the same university. With photographer Cole Carlberg, Bridget Howard, Tiger TV.
Stuco recently took to the lanes.
The committee aimed to raise money for the Special Olympics.
Tiger TV's Bailey Klain scored a turkey on this story.
This year, Blue Valley Stuco was a part of a charity event at College Lanes to raise money for the Special Olympics. Student leaders from Blue Valley, Pleasant Ridge, Blue Valley Middle, and the Access House participated. Besides bowling for dollars, they also held raffles. The school mascots were even there. Tiger TV talked with 2 Stuco members.
Really the purpose of what we're trying to do here is just really like raise awareness and money for the Special Olympics by bowling.
Yeah, we're just here to have fun and support a good cause.
Yeah, there's 15 student council kids here, and really our end goal is just to have fun, be with all the kids here, and just like have a good time, raise awareness, and I mean it'll be fun.
This is great. It's showing our talent, and it's letting kids have fun.
I am very excited about this particular event where I can bowl with my man Joe and Sebastian. It's so fun.
Overall, Blue Valley Stuco raised $400 to benefit the Special Olympics. Bailey Klein, Tiger TV.
Hey Bridget, what other country celebrates Thanksgiving?
Turkey. Or is it Hungary?
Neither, but we will find out with our award-winning Hall Pass.
They don't. It's an American holiday.
England, United Kingdom.
I mean, other countries probably have like similar holidays, but our Thanksgiving is about people coming to America.
Probably no other country.
Yes. Still sure. Positive.
All of them, pretty sure. Okay.
Final answer.
I don't know. Canada.
Dang it.
Wait, really? Is Canada a country?
Abraham Lincoln.
Thanksgiving? No, Bill Clinton.
George Washington.
I don't know. John Wilkes Booth.
John Adams.
Doritos. Lincoln? Was it Lincoln? Obama? It wasn't Bush, I know that. None of them ever did. None of them ever did. Roosevelt. It was Roosevelt.
No. Because it was Independence Day for America, not Great Britain.
No. Because that's not... They didn't become independent on July 4th?
Yes. Because they celebrate as a day that they got rid of the United States of America.
No.
Yes!
No. Yes. Why would they need to declare independence from themselves?
Yes. False.
Yeah, it's on July 4th.
Good point. Day before 4th of July, you're right. And a 10th.
Wow, I feel so stupid. Okay.
Well, that's all we have for the November edition of Tiger TV. I'm Bridget Howard.
And I'm Sam Virgilito. Let's send it on over to overtime. But first, have a happy Thanksgiving, Blue Valley.